Hi, my name is Heather Dody, and I've been attending Northwest Hills for 30 years. I grew up in a loving home, but it wasn't a Christian home, and I put my faith in Jesus toward the end of high school through an organization called Young Life. And my faith grew over the next decades in fits and starts, but God was always always provided opportunities for me to get to know Him better and to grow my faith. He answered countless prayers as recorded in my million journals. And up until 2 years ago, being fit and active and adventurous was an integral part of my life and my identity. And being active out in nature brought me some of my greatest joy. I especially loved mountain biking. I loved worshiping God as I flew down the mountain through the forest on single track. But then I came down with a chronic illness, and symptoms included chronic fatigue and exercise intolerance, which I learned is a real thing. And suddenly I couldn't do the things I love to do anymore. For me personally, this was a tremendous loss and a difficult adjustment. As the months dragged on and I didn't get better, or I thought I was getting better, and then I would relapse again and again, I went through a roller coaster of emotions. I shed quite a few tears that first year as the seasons came and went, and I had to miss more activities, social and physical, and trips with my husband and my friends and family. It was a really difficult time, and I also didn't understand why God would not heal me when it meant that, or why He would allow it to continue when it meant that I couldn't experience some of my greatest joyful, worshipful times with Him, and I couldn't serve in the ways that I most enjoyed and loved to serve other people. But God's ways are higher than my ways, as it says in Isaiah. He knows what He's doing, and He's been using this trial for my good. The removal of what I was so attached to freed me up, like Mary at the feet of Jesus, to focus on the one thing that is better than anything else. And when I do take time to make space, when I make space for Jesus, when I make space to listen to Jesus, what I sense most deeply, most often, is His unfailing, all-encompassing love for me. And I also sense Him saying, trust me. Again and again, trust me, trust me. One thing that I read a long time, just before I became ill, was a quote that said, what you most urgently need is to trust what you already believe. And that resonated so strongly with me because I knew I needed to trust in my heart what I already believed in my head. And so through this health trial, God has been really coming alongside me and helping me to trust Him more, especially in the difficult times when things don't go the way I want them to, such as during the past 2 years. I'm still very much a work in progress. I'm still on this journey, and I still miss my active life, and I may always, but Jesus is showing me new ways of joy, of finding joy. And I would rather never be physically healthy and active again and have Jesus than be physically active and healthy again and not have Jesus. So for anyone that's listening to this that's facing difficult times or the loss of something or someone that you are really attached to, I would just encourage you to keep seeking Jesus. Jeremiah 29:13, God says, you will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. He will not only take you through this trial, no matter how long it takes, but will take you to a new place with new joys that stem from a deeper relationship with Him.